Good morning, everybody. We are here. We're ready to go. We got Chris first in the chat. Alien Head, Chris, Alien Head, Chris. Both of you guys. So glad to have you in here right now. And since it's just you two, nobody on TikTok, nobody else on YouTube, let's check the market out and then see how you guys are doing. We got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen sitting down 0.66% today, $4.33. GameStop top right sitting at $20.91, down 1.5%. You get Shiba Inu Coin, man, all the way back down 4% on the day today, 1823 points per coin after being at, man, 1933. What was that, man? Just 6 hours ago, 1933. And then we were testing 1954 over the weekend. So coming down pretty heavy, but hopefully ready to bounce back, even though we got a little red line being put on the screen right there. Bitcoin, 67,233, a very strong decline for Bitcoin this morning as well. Coming off $69,500 last night, down to $66,800, darn near 5% decline. Sorry. Darn near 5% decline from the highs that we were seeing last night to where we were this morning, but hopefully Bitcoin is bouncing back. We got a decent green candle right there, and hopefully we continue on with those green candles, get back up above those moving averages, and move higher from here. The NASDAQ overall market getting hit pretty hard today, but coming back a little bit, 0.13%, 0.12% lower on the day so far. Dogecoin, man, 14 cents flat. It's still nice that it's at 14 cents, especially if you're looking at the daily chart. Dogecoin has been very strong, hitting resistance in this 14-cent area, though. And I don't know what it's going to happen today. Obviously, a red day following Bitcoin and Ethereum lower, but Dogecoin could turn back around, breaking some fresh recent highs. Let's go 5-minute chart, not 1-minute chart there. SHIB 1822, Ethereum 2676. You got Bitcoin 67209. Looks like it's going to be coming back down today. SPY sitting at 582. You got QQQ 493. Mulinado up 11%. Still wouldn't touch it. You got Sundial sitting at $1.99. You've got Netflix $765 on Netflix, man. My gosh, dude. Going from $679 to $769 in a matter of like 3 days. MPW sitting at $480, Tesla $218, Amazon $188, Apple sitting at $236. Apple testing all-time highs? $237 is all-time. Yeah, man. Like 4 days ago, Apple was hitting an all-time high. Could be testing that today if it just gets $1 higher. So keep your eyes on Apple for hitting a new all-time high. And watch Bitcoin, because hopefully we get a little bit of a bounce here and we start to move higher again. Let's come back out to the chat. We got Alien Head, Chris. What? Only 2 of us in here. Only giveaway winners? Yeah, dude. Well, we got 17 in here now. Tomatoes, what's going on? We got the Majestic Moguls and D-Lone over on TikTok. Glad to have you guys over there. Please don't forget to click that like button. And we've also got another Chris. Let's see. Blubbles? Sleeping Gem on Solana. We can look up Blubbles. Hi, bro. Happy Monday. Sorry I'm late. Guru Raj. Glad to have you in here, man. Better late than never, right? Clay, want to check out a stock? I do, man. It's my all-time favorite stock. Take a look at Race. I will definitely take a look at Race. Your all-time favorite stock. Let's pull the Weeble down there so we can see the stocks pretty well. And Race, ladies and gentlemen, all-time favorite stock is Ferrari. The daily is beautiful on Ferrari. My gosh, dude. What a company. What a company. $30 price point back in 2015, 2016. All the way up to a $500 price point. Currently pulling back a little bit to $478. But not a bad rally at all off 448. Up 10% in the last like 3 days here. And dude, getting ready to touch a new all-time. Oh no, that's 3 weeks. Sorry, this is a weekly chart. Up 10% in the last 3 weeks, getting ready to break a new all-time high as long as it goes back up $20 more, 5 more percent to $498 per share. Yeah, dude, Ferrari, not a bad stock at all. They pay about a 0.5% dividend, nothing to write home about. But those capital gains are something to write home about. My goodness, man. That is absolutely solid. Dude, on a weekly graph, 13 exponential moving average only crossed below like twice in the last 10 years. Dang, that stock does nothing but go up, just like all of Alien Head stocks, man. Very nice gains there in Ferrari, man. Incredible. And unfortunately, if you take a look at Bitcoin and Shiba Inu Coin, they're not like Ferrari. They are, in fact, going down today. Let's see. Good morning. Is there a base L2N coin like Solana? Oh, layer 2 network coin. No. So the base uses Ethereum. You can technically buy Ethereum on the base network, but there's no like base coin. It uses Ethereum on the base network, and if you want the layer 2 coin, you would just have Ethereum on the base network there. But no, there is no blockchain coin associated with base. It is simply the blockchain, and then you can use Ethereum. That's the native token for the base network. They just unveiled a new car. My gosh, did they? Opinions on SUI today. Let's take a look at SUI real quick. What's the current level of support for Bitcoin? 66,400 is my near-term level of support, but hopefully we don't reach it. Hopefully we just bounce off 66,800 or whatever it hit this morning. Let's see. Yeah, 66.8. Yeah, I got my level of support right here at 66.4. And if you come out to the daily chart, that's this level right here. All right? Tapped it as support. Use it as a little level of resistance in this area right here. Resistance, hopefully support. All right? Pretty tough day for Bitcoin today. 3% loss is a pretty big loss on Bitcoin. Especially, it's trillion-dollar coins. So you're talking about a 3% loss, dude. You're talking about, what, $30 billion being wiped? So, yeah, very, very large day. But nonetheless, 66.4. Beyond that, you might get messed up in this little area down here like 63. But my next major line would be all the way back down to 60,000 on Bitcoin. I hope we don't break this line. I hope we don't touch 60,000. I want to see nothing but gains now. 70,000 has been extremely difficult, guys. Right? No, D-Loan, I'm not looking to short Apple. But you can see, right? We're just shy of that $70,000 line. But since March, Bitcoin ripped up and was testing some all-time highs in March when everything was running higher. And we had a little bit of a retail push in March. Tested 70, tested 70, tested 70, tested 70, tested 70, tested 70, tested 69.5. So let's just call it 70. But man, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strong attempts at 70. Each one has failed to cross and sustain a move up above $70,000. But if we take this little bit of a pullback, we take this little bit of a breather, and we begin to force our way up again, we could break right through, and Bitcoin could see a very nice gain if it breaches that $70,000 level of resistance. So my support down here at 66.4. If we bounce off of it and reattempt that 70, dude, if it's broken, it is broken. And we're running all-time highs, man. It's only going to be the resistance levels are only going to be what people are willing to sell. If they're unwilling to hold, that's where you get resistance at. But Bitcoin looking very good. We just got a little bit of a pullback to get through today. Clay, good afternoon, brother. Famous Quan, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you as well. Why is everybody sleeping on blue bulls? I don't know. Chris, let's pull it up, man. Let's take a look at it. Comb your hair, bro. Like with a comb? Does anybody actually use a comb anymore? Shiba got me. Shiba got you what, man? Got you excited? Hopefully go back to 68K. What, did you buy it at the all-time high and not average down at all, or what? $100,000 by the end of the year 2021. Stinky Bunny. What? We got a time machine? We're going back to 2021? Or what are we talking about here? Let's see. Hood! Join Cryptonomy. I staked 10 million Lunk, and after a year, I will have earned 7.9 million Terra Luna Classic. Very nice. Jeffrey, man, that is awesome, dude. Did you do the option where they pay you out monthly, or are you just compounding it until the end of the year? Also, please do not forget, man, this is a very cool feature that Cryptonomy has. If, let's say that the bull market happens, you stake for a year. Let's say, I'm just going to throw a random date out, right? Let's say April of 2025, okay? Let's say April of 2025 happens, and for some reason, we've got a miracle, and, Terra Luna Classic is up 30x, okay? And you want to sell. You want to take your profit on that because you think that it's going to come back down. Dude, all you got to do is send a message to Cryptonomy's support team and say, I want to move my Terra Luna Classic over into USDC or USDT. They'll move it for you. You still got to stake that USDC then for the remainder of the year, right? Or the remainder of your contract, whatever the time frame was. But they do allow you to go out there and switch it. I don't think that you can just contact them and trade it, right? I don't think that you could say, yeah, I want to sell it. Okay, buy it back, sell it, buy it back, anything like that. But they will, as far as I know, let you at least one time go in there and like trade a stable coin for a coin or trade a coin for a stable coin. So don't forget that either, man. Take advantage of it. If we're in a bull market rally, dude, and everything's up 10, 20, 30x, I would say take advantage of it. And I don't know any other platform that allows you to do that. You got to continue staking throughout the term, right? But they do allow you to swap it over to a different coin, which I think is pretty sweet. Thoughts on a lady? We can pull it up after Blue Bulls, man. This dude wants to see Blue Bulls. How you gonna grow winter beard? No, I can never really make it past the itchy phase, man. And surprisingly, like, I always keep a little bit of a beard, but once my mustache starts messing with me, I would say probably after 2 weeks. If I miss like a week of shaving, I only really shave like every 5 to 7 days. But if I missed a week, dude, like I go like this. Look. If I go like that and I can feel my mustache pushing up against my lip, I can't stand it, dude. I can't stand it. It's like hair on my forehead. I cannot stand it. Dude, I would let my hairline go like this, dude, before I would put my hair down and have hair touching my forehead. I don't care what you guys say. It could go like that, man. There's no way I would let it fall down on my forehead and touch my forehead. Like, even this little guy right here, he's not touching my forehead. I don't know what it is. Cannot stand it. It's absolutely horrible. So, same deal with my mustache when my mustache starts to grow out. That's what everyone said. It was going to hit back in the bull run. It's a running joke. Gotcha. On the Bitcoin subreddit. Stinky. Gotcha. Now I understand. I bought it in at 1916, but I don't know if I should average down. I'm still watching Bitcoin. Yeah, famous, man. You kind of got in a little level of resistance there. I wouldn't be terribly concerned at the moment about it falling today. It's obviously following Bitcoin. It's following Bitcoin almost perfectly. You guys can see it on the top of the screen there. Bitcoin coming back down a little bit actually right now, right? Falling down from 67.2 to 67.50. So Bitcoin losing about $150, $200 in the last minute or so. And Shiba Inu Coin falling back down as well, 18.20 to 18.16. If Bitcoin, like, I almost want to move my level of support up just a little bit. Instead of drawing, I'll just do it. So instead of drawing another one there, Bitcoin tapped it. It's got 4 taps, almost 5 taps. It's 67,800 this morning. My hope is that Bitcoin is forming support here, trying to rally off of it. Okay, might come back down, trying to rally off of it. My hope is that Bitcoin has hit its bottom today and that it does begin to bounce higher. If it doesn't, right, it's okay. It's a little annoying if it comes back down and tries to test this 66.4, but especially after seeing 69.5, it's rough looking at 66, 67,000 again. But I understand how tough this $70,000 level is, right? 70,000 is literally right here. I mean, we were testing it last night. Could not breach 70,000. Once again, 1 attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempt, 4 attempt, 5 attempt, 6 attempt, 7 attempts. Each time rejected pretty hard. Each time rejected all the way back down to either the 66.4, as you guys can see here, or $60,000. So I'm hoping we just got a little bit of a breakdown to the 66,400, and we're going to attempt it again. I mean, you can see it's kind of where we were trading here. 70, 66.4, 70, 66.4, 70, 66.4. So that's what I'm hoping we got. Little pullback from 70 down to 66.4 today. And nice bounce off of that level. So we'll see what happens. But Bitcoin's still looking strong. Now, we got to look at blue bulls, right? My man wanted to see blue bulls. On the screen right now, you guys got Chuanpu, right? Don't sleep on this, man. If you guys would have bought in a couple days ago when I told you they were going to start that marketing push, you'd already be up 3x. And they are, and honestly, keep your eye on all of the T-Man and Politify tokens for the next 2 weeks. You're going to see a lot of people pushing them. You're going to see a lot of speculation. The election happens, November 5th, okay? I'm not holding beyond the election. Please understand that. You guys can if you want. Might end up being a bad choice on my part. But I'm expecting some sort of a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. Dude, Chuanpu running into a little bit of resistance in this area that was previously support. But dude, if this little area is broken, you got another roughly 4 to 5x gain before you see resistance again. So yes, it is up over the last couple of days. Nice volume, but nowhere near the volume that it had on its initial run. So, little resistance in this area. If broken, you get another 4 to 5x increase for your first resistance. And then, dude, you get a 10x increase before you get up to the all-time high resistance. So, I don't know, man. Keep your eyes on this. There are some more out there that actually need looked at. The original T-Man on Solana. You got Super T on Solana. You got Crazy... I'm just going to say Crazy K, right? Or Crazy Comma. Let's put it Crazy Comma so YouTube doesn't get weird. Dolan Tremp, man. Dolan Tremp sitting at resistance at about 30 cents. Breaks up through that 30 cents. It could be on its way back up to $1.50. So another 5x gain there. Dude, I'm telling you, you got some very big movers and a lot of potential. Just pulling back a little bit today because the overall market's pulling back. Blue Bull! Oh, now I see what this is. Yeah, Blue Bull. We got Blue Bull right here. Gosh. All right, man. Blue Bulls is a tiny little token. Just came out on October 15th. Yeah, I guess, man. Not many trades, though. It's a 5-minute chart. Not many trades taking place, I guess. A tiny little $15,000 market cap. Okay? Or $15,000 liquidity pool. $20,000 market cap. $1,000 in volume. Dude, if you come in with $5 grand no, let's just say you come in with $750, right? You're going to have a 10% price swing. If you come in with $750, you get a 10% price swing on this. 1% swing if you come in with just $75. So please understand how small this liquidity pool really is. And then, of course, buy accordingly. If you're going to be buying it, all of these buys and sells are very low. 30, 50, 23, 30, 50, 23, 23, 90 cents, $100, $2, 25, $300. This was a pretty big buy, right? Moved it from 1977 to almost 2100. Yeah, actually about 21.9, about 22 points per coin there. So you had a decent move on that one with this guy coming in right after, up to $84 here. So Blueble, very, very small token with a $15,000 liquidity pool. Extreme risk though, right? Very easy to pump it up, but needs eyes on it if it's going to go anywhere and if it's going to turn into anything there. Excited about this one, though. It's been doing very well, and I do hope that it breaks up, and I hope it goes back up to at least that 1 cent level, but could be on its way back up to 2 cents if everything goes swimmingly and breaks through this little level of resistance that it used as support back in July here. So keep your eyes on it and pay attention to the Politify tokens, guys. They're gonna be getting a lot of speculation over the next couple of weeks. Hey, also, because you guys be talking about fantasy football, I went to school with Tyrone Tracy, running back for the Giants. Was in drumline with his older brother. Nice, Chris. Very nice, man. That is pretty sweet, dude. Did you know him? Like, was he your friend? I don't know who he is, so I wouldn't even know him if he came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm Tyrone Tracy." I'd be like, "Hi, I'm Clay. Nice to meet you." But that's about it, man. Gen G, happy Monday, bros. Happy Monday, Gen G. Glad to have you in here. If I had earned a lunk, if I had the earned lunk come back to me, what wallet will it go back to? If I had the earned lunk come back to me, what wallet will it go back to? Whatever wallet you have associated on your... So I don't know if I understand what you're asking, right? If you're talking about, like, your contract with Cryptonomy there, what you have is your, like, Terra Luna Classic that shows up in your account on Cryptonomy. When you go to withdraw it, right, you'll have to put in your withdrawal address where you want to withdraw your Terra Luna Classic to. So if you're taking it out of Cryptonomy is like any other centralized exchange, right? You've got your holdings, you got your Terra Luna Classic, you can have your Bitcoin, your USDT, your Solana, whatever, and then when you go to withdraw it, you can tell Cryptonomy where you want them to send it to. So they'll either send it back to your Terra Luna Classic address that you used to send it to Cryptonomy, or however you ended up buying it there, or whatever. Or, you can swap your Terra Luna Classic for Solana on Cryptonomy or USDT, and then if you want to withdraw it off Cryptonomy, you can send it to whatever address you want to send it to. Or if you're talking about, like, if you wanted it to pay out monthly, it still goes into your Cryptonomy account. It would just be available to you. So it would be available to you for trading, for flexible staking, for withdrawing, whatever you wanted to do with it at that point, if you didn't sign up to have it compound, but instead had it sign up to pay out monthly. It wouldn't withdraw off the platform. It would just pay it out to your account in Cryptonomy, and then you decide what you want to do with it from there. Withdraw, stake in another coin, trade for another coin, all that. Hey, winter beard isn't for looks. It's for warmth and a testament to one's patience and tolerance. But yeah, that crap on your lip or neck, it does, dude. It does. Chris, also, I have a furnace in my house, and I turn the furnace on. So when it's cold outside, even if it's 0 degrees outside, it still stays roughly 70 degrees. in my house. So I don't necessarily need to grow a winter beard for warmth. I could understand it for a dude that's got to work outside. Completely understand it, man. But unfortunately for my manhood, I work inside. Fortunately for my comfort, I work inside. So I don't have to necessarily have a beard for survival. If DT wins, we see all-time high for Bitcoin and the whole crypto market. Yeah, famous Quan, man. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think that a lot of investors are excited about it, so we'll see how it plays out. And I hope that all of us make as much money as possible. We get Norman Zamwell, and Zwam, and D-Lone still over on TikTok, man. D-Lone, appreciate you being over there that whole time, man. Let's see. Blue Ball is such a good meme coin option right now. Yeah, Neil, man, maybe. Blue Ball team, man. Make sure you guys follow, right? I don't know who shared me in your Telegram or whatever, but thank you very much for sharing me out there. And make sure you guys follow the YouTube. Here we go. She was shutting down the bed. Dude, we're not even back down to where we were last week, though. You know, it is a little annoying to watch Bitcoin come down 3%, to watch Shiba Inu Coin come down 4%. It is a little annoying to see those declines, but getting rejected off of $70,000 Bitcoin is very hard, and I'm hoping for a nice little bounce off this support level. You saw how fast that green candle took Bitcoin back up from like 66,800 to 67,200 in a 5-minute candle. So, dude, if we can move $400 in a 5-minute candle, we can move $400 in a 5-minute candle again. String 2 or 3 of those together, we're back up to 68, 69,000 and ready to roll. So, the good news is, right, unless it falls off and falls through a cliff, you had a very strong candle, and it seems as though the downward pressure, at least as of right now, is dissipating. It's trying to go down, but it can't do it. Trying to go down, but it can't do it. Trying to go down, but it can't do it. It seems as though it can't do it. Now, if it does break this level, right? If it breaches 66,900 here, right where it's at, it could see a strong leg down very quickly. It could see a strong leg down to 66,004. Test that level right there. Now, my hope is that it does not. It's trying, but the bulls keep buying and buying and buying. My hope is that we have some very strong green candles come in here and bounce Bitcoin back. But, you know, I don't know. You can't necessarily judge it only on technical analysis. But the graph doesn't look terribly bullish or terribly bearish now. Back here, when it fell off, right? Rip down, couldn't recover. Rip down, couldn't recover. Rip down. It seemed a little bit more bearish this morning than it does this afternoon. So, of course, I could change my mind, though, if it rips down through this support line. Only time will tell, right? So, as we're sitting here watching it, let's see how it plays out. Let's see. It went to 4K spike. Famous Quan. Is XRP a good buy right now? It went to 4K spike. What do you mean? Well, XRP I don't think is ever necessarily a bad buy unless the SEC beats them out, right? As long as they, I guess, win over the SEC in the long term, then XRP, in my opinion, is a good buy. They're a growing company. XRP is a little bit more like a stock than anything else. So I do agree in some terms with the SEC, but I don't agree with the fact that the SEC will not define anything. Also, I see a lot of people over on TikTok, so I'm going to jump over in that chat and take a look at you guys in a second here. But just to let you know my thoughts on XRP, yes. And if Gary Gensler's days are limited, then I think XRP stands an even better chance. Sup, Clay? Johnny K, what's happening? Sorry for the confusion. Nah, Jeffrey, no, it's okay, man. Sometimes I see that you can go like 2 or 3 ways with a question, so I'm not exactly sure which one, but I hope I answered it. Yes, we can check out Sanin as well. Aped in $1.5 million market cap. He made huge gains. Johnny K. S-A-N-I-N. Let's pull it up. As I take a look over on TikTok, TikToker said, why did the Discord I am in call out a play for $70? Call for Z when Z was never hit 70 and it's 62. TikToker, I don't know. What? Why did the Discord I'm in call out a play for $70 call for Z when Z has never hit $70? Are we talking about crypto or are we talking about stocks? It called out a play for a 7. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I understand your question either. But the Discord you're in may have called out a play for $70 call options on Z when Z has never hit $70 before. It's currently at 62. They probably, the $70 call options, if it's trading at $62, are probably a penny, right? So they're probably telling you to go buy something that's only a penny. Very cheap. If they are correct, they're going to call out an option. You know, if Z breaks $62 a share and actually goes up close to $70, they're going to be calling out a play that potentially has, you know, 4,000% gains because your penny could go to 40 cents if Z breaks its all-time high or breaks its $62 price point and goes back up to $70. So that would be my guess. Probably a pretty risky play. Hopefully they explain that. If you're buying call options, even if they cost a penny, if you're buying call options, it's $70 when the price is 62. That stock's got to rise a lot for you to ever go into the money and really make money on that trade. And of course, if it's for a very quick time frame, if it expires this Friday, very good chance you lose everything you buy with Z. Sanin, less than a week, gold, huge potential. Let's pull it up here. S-A-N-I-N. S-A-N-I-N. All right, so what is this, some sort of Shiba Inu coin looking type thing? Right, we got the daily. Yes, less than a week old. Very good. Hourly chart. Dude, the hourly looks really good to me right now, man. $2.5 million in volume. Phenomenal. Okay. $286,000 locked in the liquidity pool. Pretty strong. $3 million market cap. Tiny. Decent market cap to liquidity pool ratio. I don't mind that. $286,000 to $3.5 million. Not terrible. The ones that are like $3 million market cap but have $20,000 in the liquidity pool, those are kind of crazy. Hitting higher highs. This is an hourly chart, right? Hitting higher highs and hitting higher lows. So not bad at all in terms of its price action here. Decent. I mean, you can make it parallel if you want, but it actually might be expanding a little bit. So coming up, testing the resistance, coming back down, testing support, testing resistance, testing support, testing resistance. You got to watch out now, okay? If it does pull back, this would be the level or the entry that I would look at getting into, around the 5 zeros and a 5 area. Still a decent decline from the current level. What about 5 zeros and an 8? So you're looking at nearly, what, a 30-40% decline there to come back down into this area. But nonetheless, this whole time it has bounced off support and gone up, tested resistance once again. So I don't know what they have to do with Shiba Inu Coin, but it's a very similar logo to SHIB. I'm not logged in. It's not going to show me anything on their X account. But yeah, man, nonetheless, $2.5 million in volume. Somehow somebody knows about this token, and it's getting a lot of attention, man. $1,700 sell right here, pulling the price back a little bit. But Sanin, I mean, give us a little more detail on it, Johnny K. People might be interested. Early for tomorrow's live stream. I like it, Pudgy. Always show up early for tomorrow's live stream. Forget about today's live stream. Show up early for tomorrow's live stream. Stephanie B. Motarji Stephanie. Glad to have you in here right now. Stephanie, how is your day going? Good morning to you, Nick F. Jen G. Enjoy your day. I see that you're leaving right now. Appreciate you for being in here. Let's see. Is 500 million SHIB enough is enough to SHIB in this bull run? SHIB to go moon. SHIB and beyond. SHIB and SHIB beyond SHIB and Clay will say SHIB is the best SHIB and can SHIB to the all-time high. SHIB. To be honest, I have no idea what I just said. Oh, thank goodness, K King, because I also have no idea what you just said. I was really concerned for a second there. Esse gráfico está bad. Yes. Bro, isso é... Shiba Inu Coin, Bitcoin, está caindo hoje. Eu não gosto, mas tá bom. Dogelon Mars take. I haven't looked at Dogelon Mars in a long time, so let's take a look at what Dogelon Mars is doing. Solid meme coin. Obviously, if it's related to Elon Musk like it is, it could be doing very well in the upcoming bull market, as Elon is kind of like front and center of this election. Dogelon Mars could be doing pretty good. Eu não sei. Ele não está aqui hoje. But I was about to ask about SHIB. Daddy Millie. Nice. Boring, bro. Eu sei, Stephanie. Gotta run, Clay. Army schools don't like it when you're late. I would imagine, Jeffrey. Enjoy your day. Don't be late, man. Vamos, Shiba. Let's go, SHIB. Go. Yeah. I want SHIB to go up. I want Bitcoin to go up. Watching Doge or Shiba. Shiba Inu Coin, D-Loan. I got Doge on my screen. You guys can't see it, though. Shiba Inu Coin's in the... Oh, no, you can see it. Actually, you're on TikTok. Doge is on the far left on the watch list there, but Shiba Inu Coin's in the bottom right and Bitcoin's in the bottom left from what you're seeing. When Moas. Soon, JB. Soon. Hey, bro, crypto survive Harris administration. Some video I saw this weekend say it looks bad if she wins. I thought it's my boxes in a bunch because for so long I thought it was the other way around. No, so Panda, let me put it this way. Yes, okay. I truly believe that crypto, in its truest form, crypto will survive. Okay, crypto is unkillable. Cryptocurrency being decentralized means that if, I got a little miner over there that I have not turned on in a very long time. Okay, it's no longer profitable. My electricity, based on the price of the coins and based on how old the graphics cards are and stuff, I would be unprofitable if I turned it on. But if I turned it on, whatever blockchain that I decide to mine or decide to validate for will live. Even if I am the only guy in the world. Now, if I am the only guy in the world, it's centralized, okay? But if I am the only guy in the world that turns that miner on, whichever blockchain that I decide to validate will live. Now, I'm not the only guy in the world that is going to keep his computer on. There will be others that absolutely keep their computers on. So the only way that you can truly kill blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is, even if you make it illegal, right? People do illegal stuff all the time. You got to cut the electricity to everybody, or you essentially have to cut the internet to everybody, because you do need the internet to validate a blockchain. So will it survive any administration? Absolutely. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatever, is not just a United States thing, right? It is worldwide. It is global. If some dude in a hut out in Africa has a solar panel and a Starlink, he can validate any blockchain that he desires to validate. So, yes, it will survive. Now, will it thrive? Okay? I don't think, and this could go either way, right? So even if we fell into absolute devastation as a nation, what we would end up with is just less people wanting to buy, less people having the money to invest, less people driving prices higher. So even if we fell into like economic collapse, the price action just isn't good. Does it survive? Absolutely. Now, one of the worst things that we could see is if it was made illegal in the United States. Now, politics aside, we know that that certain side of the political spectrum likes to call cryptocurrency users terrorists, hackers, and criminals. So I truly do believe that one side of the political spectrum would make cryptocurrency illegal before the other side would. Now, do I think that they will? Probably not. I think there'd be a pretty big uproar, and it is a very large industry. I don't think that they would be willing to destroy that industry here in the United States. There's way too much money in it to destroy, and they're just as greedy as everybody else. But I don't think that they can destroy it. They could absolutely hinder it, sure, and economic ruin could hurt it from thriving and growing, and we might spend more time in a bear market than we do a bull market. But dude, that is one of the things that I love the most about Bitcoin and Zcash or Ravencoin or any of these other cryptocurrencies that are either proof of work, like I turn my graphics cards on and I mine, or proof of stake. As long as one guy in the world is willing to validate that blockchain, you cannot shut it down. So, Panda, hopefully that answers your question, man. I do truly think that one side will be a little bit more conducive to growth than the other side. But, nah, dude, nobody's going to be able to destroy it. It's way too big now. If Bitcoin, so we were in a time machine, right? And you go back to like 2009, 2010, then you might stand a chance at killing the beast, right? The beast is a baby. The beast is Bitcoin, and you can't even sell 50,000 Bitcoin for $1 on eBay. Nobody wants to buy it. A couple guys running their computers or mining Bitcoin, stacking up crazy amounts. They can't even give this stuff away. Maybe make it illegal back then. Then you got a chance at killing the beast. But nah, dude, it's way too big now. Me too, Stephanie. Me too. And we all will survive, guys. We absolutely will. Vince is the top avalanche holder. Let him pump my bags and I'll ride his coattails. You know what? He needs to stink and buy into these stupid T-Man coins, or he needs to buy into Mother and Daddy. Forget being a top avalanche holder. Tell this dude to be a top daddy holder or a top mother holder. All right? Let him pump my bags too, JB. Wouldn't be that hard for him to go out there and be a top mother and daddy holder. And then we could... I'll ride anybody's coattails to the moon and back. Come on. How low do I think SHIB is dropping? Let's pull that chart up because I think I might have minimized it. Yeah, and now it's swinging again. So this is the level that I'm watching on Bitcoin right here, 66,400. If you move it up just slightly, you can see the support today. Testing it, and it is bouncing back off again. I must have had Weeble minimized so you guys couldn't see the graph ticking. Sitting at 67,100 right now. We had two decent green candles here, bringing us back up a couple $100. But we need the trend to reverse. The trend all day today, since last night at about 11 o'clock. No, what is this? 8 o'clock. Since last night at about 8, 9 o'clock, Bitcoin has been coming down. All right, then you had your moving average crossover about 5 o'clock this morning, and we've been coming down pretty heavy since about 9 o'clock this morning. If we reverse course, we double bottom, triple bottom, whatever you want to call this right here, and begin to bounce off this support line, dude, we could be testing 70,000 again tonight or tomorrow. If you look at the daily on Bitcoin, you can see that it did this back in, I think it was July, right? Almost on a daily basis. 66.4, 70, 66.4, 70, 66.4, 70. And it just couldn't break 70. And we're right there testing 70 again, man. 69.5 yesterday. It's about 70. 66.4 today. We could be on our way back up to 70 over the next day or two, and we might get rejected again. So that's what we're watching now. I'm glad that we're up here. Wish we would have broke through it, but we're still doing okay. So how low do I think SHIB's going to go? Right? I hope that with my level of support holding up at 66.4 here, I hope that is not breached. I hope that this is the intraday low for SHIB. You know, you put a line on the screen here. It's roughly this 1,800 point per coin level. Testing, 2-3 times already this morning. And hopefully now bouncing back off of 1,800 points per coin. So I'm hoping that this support line holds and we move higher now. If broken, I mean, Bitcoin could be on its way back down to 60,000. And Shiba Inu coin could therefore be on its way back down to 1,500-1,600. So it does heavily depend on what Bitcoin is doing. Let's see. Calibro, you explained that so good. I was close to cashing in all my crypto, and you helped my fear go down. Never thought I'd see it the other way, but the other guy, Mr. T, has crypto on his mind. Look, yeah. And you know what? Even if, like, T-Man doesn't come out and, I don't know, destroy the SEC and say cryptocurrency is going to be the future of our country, right? As long as we get a positive narrative surrounding crypto, instead of I'm a criminal because I talk about crypto, you're a criminal because you buy crypto, right? If we get this entire narrative down that people who buy crypto are not Russian hackers or North Korean criminals or, you know, drug dealers, if we get that out of our system, I think you're going to be so much better off. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't necessarily need too much government intervention for crypto to survive or thrive or whatever. But I mean, I do, man. I think that one side's a little bit more positive and a little more friendly. If the blockchain ever becomes a stable thing, like a better internet, would the internet be shut down if it's just a bunch of servers or whatever it is now? Well, Chris, so I think I understand the question, and it is very similar to what you're thinking, okay? The internet right now, right, or Google or these websites right now are essentially centralized servers. Now, Google's got massive computing power, dude. I don't really know the difference in computing power between Google and between, you know, let's just say the Bitcoin blockchain, for example. You'd probably have to use Bitcoin in order to come anywhere close to competing with the computing power, or maybe Ethereum, right? But I don't know how those two stack up. But let's say, because essentially what I'm running, if I turned my miner on, I would be running at a loss right now if I turned it on. But I would essentially be running a server. My server, instead of providing internet access to people, is simply running an algorithm that spits out numbers just constantly throughout the day until it cracks the code, the cryptography of the blockchain. Well, you're right. You know, I could turn my server on, and now all of a sudden we have a decentralized internet. We've got me running a server, you running a server, Stephanie running a server, Panda running a server. And instead of relying on Google to provide internet access, or instead of relying on Google to provide, I don't know, their website for us or whatever, the internet would be decentralized. So you could come up with the pros and cons of that, and I think it would be a very large pro to having a decentralized internet, very similar to a decentralized blockchain, simply for cryptocurrency transactions to take place on. So is it a better, more stable thing? I would argue that it absolutely could be, man. But right? It would have to be huge. If I was running my one, let's say if I'm running my one server, I'm running my one miner, dude, I can never keep up with the amount of bandwidth that would be required. Right? There might be one guy that's able to access a website or read his email on the day if I'm running my stuff. It would take a lot of people to fulfill the requirements of a whole internet as opposed to just validating a blockchain, right? Hopefully that makes sense, man, because I do think that it could work. I think that it could be something down the road, and instead of relying on a centralized company like Google or whoever, everybody could run their own machines and combine their mining power, combine their server power, and you could have a global super internet that's everybody. You got to be rewarded to do it, though, right? And that's where blockchain and cryptocurrency mining comes into play. You're rewarded for running your computer and validating the blockchain. When I was mining Ethereum Classic or Ravencoin or Zcash, dude, you turn your computer on. Sure, you're using electricity and you're paying out electricity, but dude, you're receiving crypto, right? And I say I would run it at a loss right now. Let's say that I was mining the Ravencoin blockchain or I was mining the Zcash blockchain. Dude, I might be paying out $5 a day in electricity, and I might only be receiving $3 a day in coins. So I'm running at a loss, but what happens if Zcash 10x's? Right? Well, now my $3 just turned into $30. And that's $30 a day that I would have been earning the entire time that I had my machine on. So you gotta reward, so they gotta have a reward for turning that machine on. Otherwise, it's gonna be like that one right there in the corner of my room, just turned off. You know, I'm not receiving any reward for it right now, so I don't want to turn it on. Clay, not so sure if I 100% agree with you, but it's all good. All I want is gains. Alien Head, absolutely, man. All I want is gains, and it's okay if you disagree with me. You could be wrong, I could be wrong, man. Let's see. Not sure how I'd feel about a VP candidate trading memes. I'd feel really good about it, JB. I'd feel really good about it. If they came out and they said, "Daddy is the way," I would, my portfolio would feel really good about it. Let's just put it that way. How high do I think Solana's going to go? I'm thinking 2K plus. Tim, I would love it if Solana goes to 2K plus. I assume you're talking about in the upcoming bull market, right? Now, me personally, I think Solana is, I don't know. Okay, let me just, everything is a guess when you're talking about price predictions. Price predictions are guesses. I would really like to see Solana between $500 and $1,000 in the upcoming bull run. Now, longer term, sure. Solana can fight Ethereum price for price. And, Solana can be a $500 billion to a $1 trillion blockchain one day. Very similar to Ethereum, cheaper, faster than Ethereum. So it does have its benefits, right? It's got its meme coin traders. It's got all of that. But you still got to be a little bit reasonable and respectful of overall market caps and the amount of money that flows in. All right, Ethereum's slightly more legitimate at the moment in terms of institutional investors with ETFs and all of that. So I'm putting my sights on 500 to 1,000 in the upcoming bull market. My sights on Ethereum, for example, if you want to compare it, would be between all-time highs around 5,000 to 10,000. So very similar, 500 to 1,000, 5,000 to 10,000. Very similar there. Bitcoin, a little bit more conservative. I'm hoping for 100 to 150. Clearly, if 150 is, bro, I think you'd run into a lot of trouble at 200. So, just kind of like a thought. Those are guesses. Those are based on previous bull market highs. Hoping for slightly higher highs during this bull market here. And, slightly higher highs being acceptable because now we got a lot more institutional money, institutional inflows because of the ETFs. From where I see it, less government intervention, the better for everyone. That's how it sounds. But I know there's a lot more happening that I'm ignorant about. Oh, yeah, dude. And I'm 100% there with you on that one, Panda. I think that the less that the government controls and the less intervention they have, the better off everybody is, man. Please, can you update about BNX coin? Umar, let's see if we can pull a BNX. Where are we at? Target for SHIB, then. Yeah, not who you think, man. But my target for SHIB is between an all-time high and what I call 15,000 points per coin. So somewhere between an all-time high at the 8,800 point per coin level up to double the 8,800 point per coin level. Let's see if BNX pops up here. Are you talking about this one? Binary X? I don't know if you're talking about... Let me know if you're talking about Binary X or if you're talking about something different. It doesn't seem like you'd be talking about this one. But I'm not sure. Let me know which one you're hitting there. Stephanie! Você ainda está aqui? Você ainda está aqui? Em português, bro. Eu preciso praticar mais com você. Let's see. Unfortunately, here to bring bad news. Our Halloween poker tournament is canceled until further notice because a member of our team has been exposed to be... Gosh, dude, why do all these teams always have scammers on them, man? Why can't people just, like, go out and make a legitimate living? I don't get it. I don't get why they got to do that stuff. All right, Bitcoin actually looking pretty good into the end of the live stream here, guys. 67,290 right now. A little bit of what I unfortunately have to say is resistance touching this 67 period. I don't know. Oh, no, it's a 50 period. Touching this 50 period moving average. Okay, it's a 55-minute moving average. And also horizontal resistance that we had back here on this nice green candle. If we break through, we could see a decent little run. So hopefully Bitcoin has double, triple bottomed at the 66,800 level, and it begins to move higher now. If not, we could be falling back through, touching 66,400. Unfortunately or fortunately, however you look at it, it is 1 o'clock. So that means I'm going to get off here for now. Still got a lot of videos to do. Pay attention to the Politify sector or the political tokens out there. Guys, there's only 2 weeks to the election. Okay, I don't care what you think about it. It is going to heat up in terms of people discussing it, in terms of interest, in terms of influencers pushing these political tokens. It could boil down to a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. That's the way that I'm taking it. That's the way that I'm playing it. Speculation should rise over the next 2 weeks, and then, my guess, fall off into the election. Now, I could be wrong, right? Everybody could celebrate a win for either side, and they could go out and buy that side's token, right? And in that case, it's a buy the rumor, buy the news type of event. And, I would miss out on some potential gains there. Nonetheless, with the stuff heating up, pay attention to it, make some money, be responsible, and I don't know, have some fun along the way. Let's see. Later, bros! Guys, get that name in the chat right now. We'll do some shout-outs, and we will be back a little bit later. Appreciate everybody for following over there on TikTok. I see Cold Blood, Ryan, Khalid, Talk Jock, all you guys following. Mr. Good Vibes, Siobhan, we got 775 Bry Guy, Khalid, thank you guys for being over in TikTok right now. And shout-outs to Panda, man. Thank you for the discussion. Umar, OG Lunk, Panda, have a great one. Not who you think. See you later, man. Rodney, have a great one. Block Deck, very, very large pre-sale. About to cross $100 million in their pre-sale activity. Wouter Von Wolling. I don't know how to say your name, man, but glad to have you in here. Shout out to you. SD, later, man. Gorilla, see you later. Daddy, OG, Johnny K, see you later. Panda, have a great one. Wouter, bye to you. We got Gorilla. Chris, peace out to the diamond-handed apes, baby. Oh, no, he didn't even say peace out to him. He just said diamond-handed apes. OG Lunk, see you later. Later Clay. I can't even say my own name. Later, Famous Quan. Chris, have a great one. All of you guys, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.